There was once a boy named Rohan who was famous for two things: big dreams and even bigger excuses. He lived in a small town where everyone knew everyone, and every auntie knew your marks before you did. Rohan was not the topper, not the richest, not the most talented. If procrastination were a profession, he would probably be the CEO. But inside him, there was a fire. He wanted to do something big in life, something meaningful. He wanted people to look at him one day and say, "Wow, he made it." The problem? He kept waiting, waiting for the perfect time, waiting for motivation, waiting for Monday, waiting for New Year, waiting for life to magically become easier. Basically, Rohan and starting tomorrow were in a very serious relationship. Every night, he made plans. Tomorrow I'll wake up at 5 a.m. Tomorrow came. He woke up at 9:47 and said, "Health is important. Sleep matters. Tomorrow I'll study hard." Tomorrow came. One motivational reel, two funny videos, three snacks later, it was somehow bedtime again. Days became weeks. Weeks became months. And slowly, the worst thing happened. Not failure, comfort. He became comfortable being average. That's dangerous. Because when pain is sharp, you move. But when life becomes comfortably disappointing, you stay. One evening, Rohan was sitting on the terrace, doing what he did best, thinking about success without actually doing anything about it. His grandfather came and sat beside him. He was a simple man, quiet, wise. The kind of person who didn't speak much, but when he did, even the mosquitoes stopped to listen. He looked at Rohan and asked, "Why do you look so tired when you've done absolutely nothing?" Rohan sighed. "Dadu, I want to do something big. I really do. But I feel stuck. Maybe I'm not talented enough. Maybe I'm too late. Maybe I'll fail." His grandfather smiled. Then he pointed toward a small plant growing between two cracks in the concrete wall. "See that plant?" Rohan nodded. Dadu said, "That plant had no perfect soil, no gardener, no special treatment. Still, it grew. Why? Because growth is a decision, not a condition." Rohan stayed silent. Dadu continued, "You are waiting for perfect conditions, perfect mood, perfect motivation. But life doesn't work like that. The people who succeed are not always the most talented. They are simply the ones who start." That sentence hit harder than exam results. The ones who start. Not the smartest, not the luckiest. The ones who start. That night, Rohan couldn't sleep. For the first time, he realized something painful. His biggest enemy wasn't lack of opportunity. It was himself. His excuses, his fear, his habit of waiting, and honestly, his phone battery lasting longer than his discipline. The next morning, something changed. No dramatic background music, no magical sunrise, no sudden transformation into a productivity guru. He simply started. He woke up early, not 5 a.m., let's be realistic, but earlier. He studied for 1 hour, just one. It didn't feel powerful, it felt boring. Good, because real success is usually boring. It is repetition, discipline, showing up when nobody is clapping. Day after day, he kept going. Some days were great. Some days he failed. Some days he was focused. Some days he stared at one page for 45 minutes and learned absolutely nothing except that ceiling fans are fascinating. But he kept showing up. That was the difference. Months passed. People noticed. His friends laughed at first. Bro changed. Yes, he said, because staying the same was destroying me. Slowly, results followed. His marks improved. His confidence grew. His mind became calmer. But the biggest change wasn't outside. It was inside. He stopped needing motivation. He built discipline. And discipline is powerful because motivation says, work when you feel inspired. Discipline says, work anyway. A year later, Rohan got selected for an opportunity he once thought was impossible. The same people who used to ignore him now asked, "How did you do it?" Rohan smiled and gave a simple answer. "I got tired of waiting for a better life and decided to build one." That was it. No secret formula, no lucky shortcut, just small actions repeated long enough. Years later, standing on a stage, speaking to students from small towns just like his, he shared one final message. He said, "Most people think success is one giant moment. It's not. Success is waking up when you said you would, keeping promises to yourself, studying when no one is watching, trying again after embarrassment, continuing after failure. Success is small, repeated courage." The room was silent. Then he smiled and added, "And please, stop saying I'll start tomorrow. Tomorrow is the most crowded place in the world. Everyone lives there. Winners live today. Dreams are beautiful, but dreams without action are just entertainment. Your future does not change because you are wishing. It changes because you are working. Maybe right now you feel behind. Maybe you think you wasted too much time. Maybe you're scared. Maybe you failed before. That's okay. You do not need a perfect past to create a powerful future. You just need to start. A small step, a simple decision, one honest effort. That is enough. So start. Start scared. Start tired. Start uncertain. Start imperfect. But start. Because one day, the pain of discipline becomes pride. And the pain of regret, that stays much longer.